Welcome back, everyone. Conklin and Company continues now with the Children's Rights Council of Northwest Ohio, an organization that truly stands up for children here in Northwest Ohio. Margaret Woolwert is the executive director of the local chapter. It's good to see you, Margaret.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming on. And people hear about a lot of organizations that are advocates for children, perhaps don't have advocates to do their fighting for them. But why is this one different? The Children's Rights Council, and I said at the start of the show, it lives up to its name. Tell us why.
It does live up to its name. We advocate for children whose parents were either never married or who are divorcing, and there's a custody issue during the course of that time. And so many times the court will say, to be on the safe side for the kid's sake, will say we need supervised visits for this family. And so we step in, and as a neutral third party, we write reports and give them to the court or the attorneys or whoever's involved.
It can get so ugly.
Yes.
When you talk about custody and relationships of difficult marriages that have broken up.
Correct.
So you need monitors, people who can monitor
right.
these
We need
visits.
people who can come in and sit with the families while they're having their visits. We are just so overbooked right now. We started a second session on Sundays. So we're having like 2:30 to 4:30 and 5 to 8 on Sundays. We still have 6 families on a waiting list for Sundays because we don't have enough monitors.
I think you have to be a pretty skilled person to be able to handle a situation.
Well, you have to like kids, and you have to believe in families, and you have. That's really. I mean, I don't have to have 4-year degree people. I don't have to have psychologists. I just need people who like children and who are willing to sit and be a part of that session so that the parents can see their kids.
How much time is involved? When you talk about one particular day, is that a visit of an hour, 2 hours,
It's
3
usually
hours?
3 hours, so it's a matter of 3.5 because we ask you to come 15 minutes before the session starts and stay until the child is picked up 15 minutes after. And so, but we're only asking people to donate 1 day a month.
Okay.
I mean, they don't have to, they can donate more if they want to, but they only have to donate 1 day a month to be with us.
How many monitors do you have in the Northwest Ohio
I have
chapter?
like 30 right now, and that's just not quite enough because some people only want to do it once a month, and so when you're doing 6 or 8 families a day, and you have 3 days a week you're working, it takes a lot.
The Children's Rights Council established how long ago?
Our local chapter was established 14 years ago in February of 2000.
And nationally, there are national chapters as
Yes,
well,
they
right?
are. Yeah, ours is not affiliated anymore with the national chapter, but yeah, there are some national.
You are
chapters.
unto yourselves here.
We are.
So Northwest Ohio covers what? Lucas County?
We're taking anybody from anywhere.
Oh,
we have a gentleman that comes once a month from Chicago to see his son. We have people coming up from Kentucky. So we have a lot. I have one man who flies in from Nevada once a month to see his child. So, but for the most part, we do Lucas, Wood, Hancock, Henry, Williams.
Well, we
Fulton.
term to be Northwest Ohio.
Right.
Then. So what's the process then? You say you work directly with the courts.
Correct.
So take us through the steps then, where the courts and the judges come to, or the advocates come to, the advocates, the Children's Rights Council. How does that work? Take us through it.
What we do is usually during the court session, during a trial or session with the court, it will be determined that the parent has made some errors in their judgment, and so they need to be supervised, at least temporarily, until we can decide. Sometimes it's just an allegation, and so until that allegation can either be proved or disproved, children need to be with their parent during that time. Before us, there was no place, so they just had to wait. But now we at least can making sure that the children are safe, which is our biggest priority of any, is that we want to make the children safe.
What kind of training do you do for these monitors?
I do the training, and it's done 4 times a year for about 3 hours a night. And
what goes into it? I mean,
well, we do everything from. I teach them. Not really first aid, but we at least talk to them about when the kid falls and scrapes his knee while he's with us, what do we do? We talk about any kind of problems with issues of health, that kind of thing. We also talk about how to defuse situations.
Right, and that's what I was getting at.
How to keep the parents from becoming angry. We try to say to them,
talking about the other person involved too?
That is not allowed. That's period
Yeah,
not allowed. We will stop a visit for that. So it's just, There are certain rules that they have to follow. We give them those rules before they start. And then about the third weekend, we have to remind them that they signed those rules because many of them forget or think they didn't apply to them. So.
Okay. All right. So you need some more monitors. We've got all the contact information, Margaret.
Right.
Let's pop it up if we can here. Jonathan, our great director here, 419-473-8955 is the office number, correct?
Correct.
Of the Children's Rights Council of Northwest
And
Ohio.
I will be in the office after 1 o'clock on Sunday. So if anybody wants to call on
So
Sunday.
this day,
even.
today?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
So if you think you can help out, kids who really, they deserve a shot, right, to be with their parents, right?
Right.
Go ahead and check that out. You also go to the website, Children's Rights Council of Northwest Ohio. Put that on the Google,
Right.
and you'll find it.
That's right.
Okay, Margaret Woolworth, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Okay, all right, we're going to be back. Conklin & Company continues Take 3 with Skylar Meadows and Tom Troy. And there's a lot to talk about this week, including the race for governor, and also rent going up at Government Center. Can the city, can the county afford it? We're back in just a minute.